Hello there, and welcome to yet another episode of my Car Mechanic 2021 series. We're doing the first of four vehicles for the uh, Land Rover DLC. And up first here is the Land Rover Discovery. Um, yeah, like I said, it's basically just four SUVs. I haven't worked on these before, so this is relatively new. And we appear to be missing most of the body panels. First things first, fix the frame. Okay. That takes care of the first part. So yeah, the body's in pretty sad shape, so let's just go ahead and do it all is there. I'm just gonna pull what we can. In the windshield. Missing just about everything. And got the body window. Oh, got a headlight. A headlight. Alright. So, if we can fix any of this. Oh, looks like we might be able to. Okay. Let's take a look. Sort by condition. And just get rid of that. And that. That's left door, left fender, left mirror. And the rear bumper. So yeah. Alright, if you hear any additional noises, it's literally my cat. She's laying on my desk in front of my keyboard and is making little thwapping noises with her tail right now. So, hear any background noise, that's probably where it's coming from. Okay, get as much as we can here. We'll probably have to make multiple passes. I got the... Just go ahead and buy what's on the list here. So we got a brand new hood. Left headlight. Front bumper. Right headlight. Right fender. Front right door. And got ourselves a new windshield. Right rear door. Right body window. Right tail light. Brand new trunk. Left tail light. And left body window. So I don't think we got that in there, so let's just get that real quick. Alright. Alright, give me 1 second here. I need to make a little bit of an adjustment. Okay, and we're back. The kitty has been dealt with. She wanted out, apparently. I let her out. Her jumping on the desk was apparently a desperate attempt to try to get my attention. So, yeah. Cats be like that. Okay, so we got left here. Anything? Nope. Oh, the trunk has its own taillights. Nice. How bougie is that? Okay, so here, rest of the parts that we need. If only parts for Land Rover were this cheap in real life, huh? Alright. Get the rest of this put on here. Okay, I'll get your custom license plates here. I think we're just going to go with my standard plates with this one. Custom plate. And by part. And that should make for, yep, body and frame are now both at 100. So we'll do the interior next. And I'm going to do that by getting over here. Apparently the only thing left was that one bench seat. I'm just going to get rid of. There. And then we'll just mark the new stuff. Okay, now let's go order all brand new interior pieces. Bench Discovery, new front seats, and a brand spanking new fancy dancy steering wheel with all the fixins on it. %, which means the interior is probably dirty. Yep. Apparently I cleaned the outside, but not the inside. Which happens. Well, no biggie. Okay, so apparently we only have one tire on this bastard. It does use just one tire size, so two off there. Now we know this one's at least mostly parts complete. Um, this side's gonna be missing a ton of stuff. So we'll need air suspension. Rubber bushing, small rubber bushing, suspension arm. Needs another bushing. Link, caliper. We need. I'm gonna get 2 of these just to be safe. Small rubber bushing. Suspension arm. And link. Got you. First suspension arm. Need this. Why is the flipping steering wheel still on here? Okay. So, suspension shock. More like sticker shock, am I right? Really? Okay. You. Why aren't you giving me the right? Because of the end link. Knew we were forgetting something. You're ready for tire. Or a tire. So this whole back half is good. Drive shaft. Here. Suspension arm. Couple rubber bushings. Get the front air. We did. Okay. Rubber bushings. Got you. Got our tie rod. Front drive axle. Air suspension. And an upper suspension arm. We're just getting her to where she can roll on her own. And, well, at least at this point we're doing more of just getting to where we can put tires back on. This right now is only going to allow us to put tires on 3 out of the 4 parts of the car, so yeah. Okay, so let's grab all that. Front suspension, shock, sway bar and link. Inner tie rod. We're also going to be tie rod. Need the outer, because that was missing too. Oh, I was gonna say, why is it not asking for the front drive shaft? That's why. Missing a bearing. Okay. Now you want the drive axle. Okay. We're not missing anything else. Doesn't look like it. Okay. We're good on prep for the suspension so we can get the wheels on there. Now we just need to get this one lone tire separated. I don't know if we're going to be able to salvage it or not. It's kind of in rough shape right now. Are you doing OBS? There we go. Okay. Let's see if we can... Oh, we can. Very cool. That saves us a little bit of trouble. We still need 3 of those, and we're going to need 4 of those. Let's go to the rim shop first. These are 19s. Okay, get those off there. And tire shop. Regular sport, generic sport tire. 255.60. Okay, let's verify. 255.60 R19. 255.60 R19. Good to go. Alright, let's get these tires put together. So far so good with this build. Alright, let's get them balanced. Yeah, it's 2 down. Three, and this should be number 4. Yep. Okay, let's get these tires put back on. Alright, let's get the last one on. And we'll take her over to paint. Okay, let's just check things, make sure sitting like we're supposed to. Let's see why it wouldn't. Yep, looking good to me. Color variants. Wow, okay. Black, white, or construction cone orange. We might actually try that. See if we can... We haven't done a copper color vehicle in a while. Anyway, let's get this over to paint. Alright. Did we not watch this thing at all? Guess not. Must have gotten lazy with this one. I could have swore I at least watched the outside. Gotta go thinking again. It's again. Honestly, it doesn't suck. Definitely want a little bit of color, a little bit of shine to it. I mean, it's pretty damn close to the factory color. Oh yeah. No liveries. Dude. No sense of adventure. Because, you know, like when people, no offense, I mean, I know these perfectly good SUVs, but you know, some people buy these in these colors for one thing, just to be seen. Just saying. Just saying. The vehicle itself is a statement. I'm not sure what is a statement of, what it is a statement of, but hey, to each their own, man. To each their own. This kind of vehicle falls under the, I would drive it if I was given it by somebody, but I wouldn't buy one. Nothing wrong with the vehicle, it's just not my cup of tea. But it doesn't have to be. We're just gonna fix this up to 100%. First, finally a front engine car. Hey! I'd be happy to see this again. Okay, we're going to do the standard operating procedure here. We're going to pull all the fluids out. How nice of them to put everything on the same side. Go, let go. Get the last bit of fluids. We need to get this thing back up in the air. Right. And car lift A. We actually had a fair bit of oil. That's good. While we're down here, let's do some much needed surgery on this thing. Oh, she's missing the rear drive shaft. That saves us a step. Still need to get the front drive shaft. Get ye old transfer case off here. Gearbox, which is probably being held on by the starter. Yep. Both bolts are rusty. That's good. That's real good. Defeated. Alright. That's off there. Two front exhaust sections off. Those should be... Okay. And it collects into the resonator. We're clear there. Alright, I think we've got everything there. Before we do that, fix some stuff. Dude, I flinched. Alright. So, for these two, we're going to buy them brand new from the performance shop. We're going to have those ready for when we get done with the engine. Tires off there. Front exhaust B and front exhaust A. Okay, so those will be good to go for when we get to the next stage of the process. First, we need to get this thing back down so we can get the engine out. Okay, that's good enough. Let's go get the cherry picker. Boom. Engine cover. Why the burger flip do we have to take the gosh dang engine cover off? This thing, got performance anxiety or something? Okay, game. Sure, no problem. Whatever. Thank you. Usually think the engine cover would just be part of the engine. Whatever. I think that could be tweaked a little bit. I don't think the devs watch this game, or watch my videos anyway. If they do, hi. Are you hiring? Probably not anymore. After all the stuff I've said. Although I haven't really said anything truly horrible about the game. It's just some part dependency issues and some head scratching parts on some engine disassemblies, you know. Overall, damn good game. I mean, if it wasn't, I wouldn't have stayed with it for this long. For like, what, 34 something episodes or something? At least 33, 34, give or take. Speaking of which, that Salem Flamo video is actually doing better than I thought. Thank you guys for watching that, by the way. Getting actually a surprising number of views on it. Okay, so got ourselves a nice little engine here. We're going to do the same thing with it that we've done in every engine rebuild. We're going to just take her apart piece by piece, and that is an interesting place to stick the oh, your timing cover's all the way back here? Dude. Interesting. We're going to tear this thing down, do the engine block and the crankshaft. And then we'll rebuild it using all the performance parts we can grab. Oh, it alternates the bolts. That's actually kind of cool. Yeah, like I said, I would say pretty much all my nitpicks about the game are minor. Easily fixable things, and none of them are showstoppers. Head scratchers, sure, but definitely not showstoppers. Extreme close-up of the engine block. Those are some long bolts for the oil pan. Back up. Getting all the little bits and bobs off the front here. It looks like our timing cover goes halfway across the universe. It's interesting how like two of the bolts go one direction, two of the bolts go the other, like that. Kind of make sure it you know, good and tight, literally. Okay, let's nix these fuel injectors. There we go. I kind of figured something simple was holding those in, or holding that part in. And off it comes. It's definitely a unique design, I'll give them that. It was kind of looking like a bog standard, you know, engine there, but I was like, no, there's... When you're doing these DLC cars, you can reasonably expect to be surprised in some way. It's usually in how they design... What's it? Wait a tick. Glow plugs. He's a diesel. Oh my goodness. A rare sight indeed. Been a while since we dealt with a car that had glow plugs in it. Okay, somehow we can get that one out. Oh, right, he's being held in by the... Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, I'm on board with this idea, of this design. Alright, let's get this front timing cover off. Never ceases to amaze me, like the ingenuity of uh, engine designers and car designers in general. It's always kind of refreshing to see, you know, different approaches to essentially was the same task. You know, getting people around in a comfortable way and reliable way, and try to build the best car possible while still making a profit for company in question. That's everything. That looks like it should come off. I mean, it's even got the bolts and everything, but maybe I'm thinking too hard again. I do that a lot. I think way too damn hard about stuff. Right, there you go. There's the disassembly. We're gonna fix up, if it'll let us, we'll fix up the engine, like I said, the engine block and the crankshaft. And we're gonna sell the rest. Because that's our MO. My way of doing things anyway. Click. And click. Alright. Let's get those back on the stand. Let's head back on. There we go. I kept clicking on the wrong part of the engine stand. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna nuke everything that's not 100%. All right. Now we get to do the actual rebuild. I need one. You need two crankshaft bearing caps. 6 pistons with connecting rods, flywheel, fuel filter, alternator, power steering, roller, water pump. Looks like a couple of rotors, oil pump, fuel filter. Oh, I guess I marked the fuel filter already. Whoops. Okay. I got a little overzealous with my parts selection. That's okay. You know, we only need one fuel filter, so easy fix. Got an alternator. Flywheel. Water pump should be standard part. It is, okay. That's a standard part. That's a standard part. That's a standard part. Right. Go back over here. First thing I want to do though, I need 6 rod caps and 6 piston rings. I'm going to assume that these are going to take the bog standard piston rings. If they don't, then we'll come back and fix our mistake. And got our idle rollers and our water pump. And let's get these pistons installed. The rod caps installed here, and then we'll get the rest of the stuff put on. Okay. Our alternator installed. Get our trio of rollers put on. There we go. Water pump. And our trusty oil filter. That's it for that round. Let's go clutch plate, oil pan, pulley, brand new engine heads. I think that's going to be it for this round. Okay. So here, clutch plate, pulleys, standard part, oil pan's going to be standard part, so we'll just get the engine heads. Okay. Here, and we'll get the rest of the list. There we go. Alright, get this oil pan on, we'll be able to write the engine. Just like that. Alright, let's get the brand new performance engine heads installed, which oddly enough don't require any bolts. Okay. Alright. Suspension of disbelief is only game, but you have to be mad. Okay, exhaust manifold. Camshaft B. 6 glow plugs, might as well order for both sides. And camshaft D. Okay. We're doing this very carefully here. So we know at least some of this should be performance parts. So pressure plate, yes. Two. Huh? Healer? Okay. Camshaft B. FD. So the exhaust manifolds are not performance on this thing. That's interesting. Okay. So I guess we're going over here. Sure. Sure, Jane. Okay. It's an interesting thing there. Maybe they just chose not to. Could be. Alright, now things are starting to get interesting. Okay. Rest of the glow plugs in and that camshaft there. And get the pressure plate on next. Okay, that's it on parts for this round. Get that ordered. Turbo. Timing cover. Other turbo. Cam gear. Cam gear. Get both timing chains. I think that's everybody for this round. That's going to be a standard part, because that always is. Ooh, these turbos are going to give us a nice boost. Cover B, standard part. Cam gear, standard part. Timing chain should be standard part as well. So, go back over to the other shop and finish this list off, shall we? Alright, rock on. Alright, let's move. Let's get moving here. Shiny. Right. Oh, good. The other camshaft decided to show up. Roller. Cam gear. Here. So we need 3, 6, 9, 12. So. Alright. Need our big old serpentine belt. I think that's everything for this step. Alright. Check our inventory. Like we have at least a couple that are possibly performance parts, so we need to go back over here. Camshaft C. And camshaft A. And the rest of this looks like regular parts. A, B, cam gear, 12 camshaft caps. Boom. And a big old serpentine belt. Okay, let's get the camshaft caps installed. I wanted to wait till we got all the camshafts in before I put these in. The other side. Everything there, so we get the idle roller and serpentine belt. Looking to see if we needed anything else. Alright. Doesn't look like it. Right. Okay, so that cover needs to go on next. And get roller put in. Timing cover. Head cover B, head cover A. Crankshaft pulley and idle roller. I think that's going to be it for this round. Alright. If any of that's performance parts, I'd be very surprised. Okay, timing cover C. Head cover B, head cover A. Crankshaft pulley and an idle roller. Okay, let's get these guys up front put on first. Who are we missing? Oh, timing cover C. Okay. I was like, we have an extra part lurking about. Now we don't. Serpentine belt. We got ourselves a throttle. And we need 6 fuel injectors. big aftermarket throttle, and 6 fuel injectors. Okay. You know, there's something oddly therapeutic about taking stuff like this apart, fixing it, putting it back together. That's part of the reason why I just keep playing this. Some kind of bit of satisfaction out of taking something that's essentially what would have otherwise been thrown in the crusher, or at least parted out and melted down, and making it whole again. That's not a Dead Space reference, at least not an intentional one. I think that's everything. Alright. Nope, don't need to turn it. I need to get it off the stand. Thank you. Okay. Back in there. Belong. Rid of this thing. And cover back on. And we're basically just going to strip everything out of this engine compartment that isn't an engine. Assembly mode, thank you. Start with the filter enclosure and everything in it. Give me. Thank you. Are you fucking kidding me? Alright. Grab everything else. Except for the intercooler, because, you know, reasons. Get over there. Thank you. This has a full complement of fuses. We're going to go ahead and mark every last one of them and then take them all out. Gimme. Here. Come on. Gimme. There you go. Now we gotta pop the dang car up because it won't let me get the intercooler without going under the car. Okay, that was relatively painless. I know we're not going to fix the fuses because those are almost basically on par with the consumables. It's like, you're not going to fix them, you're better off just replacing them. In fact, you have to if you want to do a 100% build. No. You saved it, kind of. Alright, so what'd that leave us with? It left us in pretty damn good shape, to be honest. Alright, so 100% to there. We can resurrect the battery by doing this and counting to 5. Or not. Okay. Okay. The fuses we've already marked. So it's pretty much just down to mark that and that. They're all fuses and relays. Coolant reservoir. Yeah, I think that's it. If we're still missing anything at this point, we'll find out rather quickly. Let's see. Is on our shopping list. Bunch of electrical. Filters performance part. That's electrical. So we'll get the coolant reservoir. Washer fluid container. And rest of it. Did we not mark the, or did that get fixed up here? Our steering pump got left off, didn't it? Yes, it did. Our steering. There. Okay. So let's get back over here for a second because we need to get the air filter. Granted, it's only a 1% increase, but still better than nothing. The rest of this is all electrical. Here, fuse type C. 3 fuse type Bs. 3 fuse type As. 3 relay type B. 5 relay type Cs. And a brand spanking new engine control unit. Okie dokie. That back in there. Just go ahead and throw the gearbox and the starter back on since we're down here. Transfer case, but none of the, well, no, we don't want either one of the drive shafts put on. For a very good reason. Well, we probably could put the front exhaust on there. Okay. That should leave us with the rest of the stuff we got. So, put this thing back down for now. The drive shafts we don't want to put on until we get the suspension rebuilt. Alright, let's get the most annoying part of this done first. Okay, battery right here, your ECU, brake servo, steering, coolant, washer fluid, radiator with associated fans, Okie dokie. Right. There it is. I was getting some refrigerator blindness there. I was just like, where the frick is this supposed to go? Front drive shaft, like I said, we're leaving that off for now. But now we can at least put fresh fluids in. Okay. Sometimes the camera works with you, sometimes the camera works against you. Okay, could be it from the engine compartment. Set that up. Get this bad boy in the air. We're going to do the fuel system and the exhaust. In no particular order. So we know those parts are good. And it's going to zoom me out to frickin' Narnia here. Come on, let me back in there. Okay. Come on. Alright, 2 rear mufflers. Check. Fuel pump. And middle muffler, aka resonator. Fuel tank's a standard part. Okay, the fuel system and exhaust are done. Check our parts condition, 85%. Not bad. We're getting there. So, pretty much at this point, all we have left is the rear suspension and the front. We did some of the work already because we were trying to get this thing to roll on its own, you know, so we could get it into the paint booth easier, you know, even though this game would have put it up on blocks anyway. So we're going to take both of these tires off, and then we're going to tear the suspension out, fix up what we can, replace what we can't, and then do the same for the front. Now straightforward. Done this no less than 30 something times already, at least on camera at least. Right. Right. Come on out. Don't be afraid. There you go. Just put most of these bushings in, but that's okay. Get over here. Grab the ones on this side. I think only one of these is going to have to get replaced because the other three were flat out missing. If you remember earlier in this video. Come on out. There you go. Sometimes you just gotta coax the part out. Call it nice names and tell it's pretty or something, and part just comes right out. Or if it, you know, continues to not want to play, then they'll whip out the WD-40. Thankfully, you don't have to heat and beat any parts off the vehicle. So, yeah. Anyway. That'll save us a couple of parts to have to buy there. Yay. I'm not talking much, it's because I'm trying to focus on hitting the little green bars on the mini game. Just bear with me a second here. Actually, I think that was a good chunk of our parts. Yeah, mostly consumables with an exception of a few. Nice. Like we made out pretty good on this one. Okay. Now we get to sell all the stuff that we don't want. Go buy the stuff that we do want, which isn't much. How many? 7. Okay. And got the end link. New set of bearings. And a rear sway bar. I didn't want to forget that drive shaft. Sometimes you're fighting the camera on this game. Okay, good so far. All this stuff's in there. Just right. Get on there. Isn't anything? Yep, okay. Just making sure. Get this thrown together, get the wheel on, then we'll do the same for front suspension. Link on. Okay, guess we're ready to put the hub back in. Oh, hey, we leveled up. Nice. Okay, front drive shaft's expected. Everything else is out of our inventory. That is one freshly rebuilt rear suspension. Cool. Alright, let's get her torn apart. Right. Forgot about the bearing. Trying to do too much too fast right there. Out of there. Excuse me. Okay. About You're rusty ass. Coming with me. Just enough rusty bolts to slow you down a little bit. Well, it hasn't been too bad though. Come on. Alright. Okay, that's all the front suspension out of there. Yeah, overall, this build's been pretty smooth. Usually when we get like the first of a DLC line of cars, it'll throw us for a loop a little bit. You know, it's done like some others have done in the past for me. This one's actually not been too bad, I gotta say. Alright, it should have left us in a pretty good spot. Yep. Mostly consumables, just like the other. Clean our inventory out a little bit. Let's go buy some stuff. And rubber bushings. Brand new front sway bar. Inner tie rod. New set of brake shoes. Brake pads, rather. And new hub bearing. No need to do the assemblies because this thing has air ride. Paying the big bucks here. Okay, finally get that drive shaft out of our inventory. Yay. Just laying down all the preliminary stuff. Cool, alright. Get to it. go. Got the drive shaft put in. Yeah, we were missing something simple. There she is. Okay. Thought we bought everything, but apparently must have forgot to mark that. Happened before. No biggie. Moving on. The grand scheme of things, forgetting one part's not going to be the end of the world. As long as we get it before it leaves the shop. Right. 100% on everything. We reached our goal. Yay. Alright, let's get you off of that lift. Get you to the alignment rack. We'll get your headlights and the wheels aligned. Okay. Nope. Wrong button. Alright, let's get it over to the dyno shop. Guess I want to proceed. So, 260 horsepower and 445 pound-feet of torque. So, let's see where she ends up, shall we? Alright. That's an odd engine sound. .453 horsepower for an increase of 194 or 75% increase. 758 pound-feet of torque for a gain of 314 and 71% increase on that. So, given where we started, not too bad. Not too bad. Alright, let's get her out front so we can get some pictures. Alright, that's going to be the thumbnail for the video. Okay, it's just for me. Oh, for the love of fuck. I do not like those little dial shifters. Give me a regular gear shift any day of the week. I know more and more manufacturers are doing that nowadays, but still. Alright, let's go to speed track, although I don't think this is gonna go too terribly fast. We're gonna try it anyway. That has an odd sound to the engine. Holy Moses, this thing's got a rough start. Just now got to 120. Okay, 140. 150. 158. 57. Whatever. Oof. She's definitely not a speed demon, but then again, it's a mall crawler. What do you expect? And I know it's not a mall crawler, but trust me, it's where you're going to see the good chunk of these. Alright. Enough sarcasm for one day. Let's take a look at the numbers. So, bought it for $47,600. You can see where the condition bonus and the various parts and performance values factor in. For a total of $174,900 and some change. For a profit of $127,200 and some change. Not too shabby. Maybe, I don't know, tripled our income. You know, once you take into account the cost of buying the thing in the first place. I say this first build was okay. I mean, like I said, it's not a speed demon. It's you know, fairly typical bougie, you know, SUV type, you know, vehicle. Sure, people love them. Probably not maintaining them, but you know, you can afford the vehicle, you can afford the repair bill. Just saying. All right, let's sell this car. Get some of my money back. All right, let's move some cars around. So this one's going to go to Bay 1, because that's going to be the next car we work on, which is the Land Rover Range Rover Evoque. Let's add 20 times fast. We have the Land Rover Range Rover Sport SVR. That's going to go into Bay 2, because that's going to be the next one that we do after that. Yeah, like I said, they're all in various states of disrepair, and then there's this one. The Land Rover Defender 90. I'll move you to position 2 because you're car number 3 in the list. Also the last car in that DLC. And so that's going to free us up to pull another willing victim out of here. So we're not going to pick any of the DLC cars. Let's see. Yeah, I think we'll just go with this one. Because I was kind of wanting to do a Roadrunner anyway. So, Roadrunner, the classic racing car, and it even made an appearance in at least one Japanese car drifting game. Can't think of the name, but yeah, let's move that to the garage. Yeah, let's go ahead and I think we're definitely gonna have to clean this. Let's do that real quick. Oof. Yeah. Pretty sure this was a, yeah, it was a junkyard find. Okay, you're going into position 3. That's going to be our filler episode once between here and the next DLC, which I already forgot what it was. Mercedes-Benz. That one's going to be fun. I'm feeling we're going to have a lot of fun with that one in a good way. So, yep, that's our lineup. So let's wrap things up here. So, appreciate everybody for watching. Like I said, we're like 34 videos, something like that, in. And this is probably going to be the next one after that. So, we've been at this for quite a while with an average of about, what, 3 done a week. So, yeah, appreciate you guys sticking with me so far and getting those views in there. With that, I'll turn you guys loose, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.